Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of work done today. We've got an afternoon practice, and then we'll probably go 50 to 60-ish tomorrow, I guess, but we're going to practice first. So it won't just be line up and play. So we're going to get some work done and then scrimmage as well. So yeah, should be a heavy day, but great to see kind of where some of our younger guys are, get some great depth established, and then get some reps for a few key ones, I think will be how the personnel will go.
Do you feel like it's your deepest summer yet of your 8 seasons or 8 seasons?
Man, it seems like it to this point. You know, I hesitate to say it because it seems like as soon as I do, then something will happen. But so far, in terms of being able to have 3 deep and running against each other, and that's been good.
Will everybody play in the scrimmage besides Cody?
No, a lot won't play tomorrow. Again, it'll be mostly 2s, mostly 3s, and a few key ones, especially if we want to see certain positions get more work.
You said the key decision would be how many scrimmages you hold during camp. Do you have a feel for that yet?
Not yet. Probably less than more, just on my initial interpretation.
You brought in referees today. Was that because of yesterday?
You know, that was just kind of, I must be living right, because they just showed up. I didn't call them. Maybe one of our staff members thought I needed help, but I didn't know they were coming.
No bat signal that sends
No, my lights are down right now, so yeah.
Much of what's gone on in your prior years here in fall camp has influenced the way you run fall camp now?
Well, I try to learn from every year, and still have a lot to learn. And then each team is so different. You know, this team compared to other teams we've had with as many seniors as we have, and as many, for example, we talked to our special teams about when are we ready to punt, and we're only replacing 1 starter on the punt team. And, you know, we're basically ready right now, and there's a lot of positions that are similar to that. So not as many questions at most positions, but then trying to get enough volume at a few key spots and that's why the emphasis is trying to practice healthy so we can kind of get both established at the same time.
Maybe some injuries when you had first back, way back when, influenced you now?
Yeah, I think so. And now it's kind of moving back the other ways. How much can we get done and how physically without getting anyone hurt? And so kind of adjusted one way, and it's moving a little bit back more to how much work can we get done rather than how much can we protect guys. But I want both, not one or the other.
Justin Sorensen update?
Last I heard, visited with them this morning, and we've got an MRI yesterday, and now basically doctor feedback on how we manage it is the next step. So making progress, I think, in terms of information. I'm still anticipating him to play, and I hope for the opener. So really not much from my perspective different than yesterday.
So he's still getting camped in as far as you hope?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Is it out of the question that he would redshirt?
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want him to, and I haven't even considered it. I'm planning on him kicking against Washington State. So yeah.
When did you clear Cody and Joe to practice?
Last night. And so yeah, it's great to have him back.
Had you been meeting with them on a daily basis?
Yep.
So last night went a lot better then?
You know, it wasn't necessarily the meeting. I have personal contracts with a lot of my players, and their job is to keep them, and my job is to keep my word. And so, yeah, it's just a great relationship builder, and so I'm encouraged by what they have done to this point.
As a versatile weapon, how good can JD be for you guys this year on offense?
Oh, I think he's, you know, he can be effective out of the backfield. He can be effective in the slot. He can be effective as a returner. And he can be an effective ball carrier. So yeah, just as long as he can hold up. And we hope to wear him out.
In terms of finding that third string quarterback, how important is tomorrow for those guys?
You know, I think it's important, but not the only evaluation that they'll get. I hope that there'll be the total volume and total body of work, but it'll be a great chance for them to be in our stadium, getting some live reps, even though they won't be live, and see who can move the team, and where their composure is and where their decision making is without so many of us hovering and giving them feedback.
This will be the one chance for fans to see your team during camp. It's down a bit from previous years, but again, a lot of programs just say no fans at all. And then the media is also kind of a fine balance too in terms of access, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And really, to be quite honest, it's just a couple more things to manage. I'd love to give access, and I'd love for our fans to see us play. Unfortunately, the past 7 years have just kind of taught me the more people watch, the less control I have over the information and where it goes and who sends it, and that is problematic.
So you're reluctant to have open practices?
I'm reluctant to have open practices, yes, and more reluctant each year than when I started.
I understand last night you had the Thursday Hero.
Oh, yeah.
What was that like?
It was awesome.
For you guys?
It was awesome. Man, I'm not sure. how many were here, but from this sideline all the way to the far shade in terms of 5 tables deep, and most of them were saying it was the thing they planned their year around, and I forget how much it means to them, and it's great to see the progress of some and sad to see that others have passed on, but man, they love the support, and it's so much fun to be able to help, and man, it was good. One of the best things in the 7 years that I've been here as a significant event. It was fantastic.
So is that bringing back all of the Thursday's heroes?
Exactly right, from the very first time we started, yeah, and their families.
What's it like to watch the players interact? I heard that was fun to see.
Good. So good. It just is. If I wanted media coverage and say open practice, I'd rather have that open than our practice.
Coach, you guys look pretty peaceful over there, don't they, in the tubs?
Yeah, it's amazing the transition from yesterday to today, isn't it? I wonder what's happened.
Anything else?
You used to say that when Max Hall ran, you wanted him to get down, and he never would. And now you got maybe a quarterback who's willing to run more. What do you think about that?
He doesn't. He won't get down either.
Didn't even bother?
No, we tell him, and our backups got to get ready.
He'll still wear a green jersey tomorrow, won't he?
Yeah, they will. And then I'll be right out there with them and running interference.
More whistles tomorrow, perhaps, in a scrimmage?
Only from the black and white shirts, not from me.
How's Adam Hine doing as a young man?
He's doing well, and yeah, making progress, I would say. All right, thanks.
Thanks.